So, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to start off with the open mic. We have some open micers that want to go ahead and do something for you to warm you guys up to see what we do, what the poets are going to bring. As you may notice, tonight we don't have DJ Smack. He decided he wanted to go do some vacation time, which he's entitled to. So him and the family are in Disney World. Yeah, in sunny Florida where it's 80 degrees. Wow. Yeah, motherfucker. And so that's good stuff. That's good stuff. But luckily we have Scurvy here. You have myself and our DJ for tonight, Mr. Michael Domin'Q'uez. Give it up. He's our go-to guy. I mean, I swear to God, he's like the fourth inner ear, the silent Beatle, you know?
He's the fourth ear.
The fourth ear, yes. So with that said, we're going to let Mr. Scurvy go ahead and introduce our first open micer.
All right, so let's see how familiar all of you are. Y'all ready for the first poet? At this open mic.
Yes.
This is not competition at this point, so it should be fun.
Yeah.
Please welcome up to this mic one of our favorites and our old friends, Mario.
What's going on, everybody? Happy holidays to everybody. I'm gonna do a little something different. I like to freestyle, so I'm gonna freestyle. Usually have a beat, but I don't need a beat, so here we go. Straight hip hop every time I gotta drop, and I do it non-stop, never slowing down, coming from the town, off the top of the dome, gotta be at home behind the mic, always gotta do it so tight, gotta leave the crowd, spit it so loud, every time I gotta do it, and it's with no doubt, off the top of the brain, going straight insane, this is my domain, and I'm never gonna change, just dropping lyrics, always gotta be fearless, always gotta do it hot, when I gotta do it, gotta stop, no I don't, gotta speed up, gotta be so tough every time, and I never gotta bluff, and it's gotta be rough, but I never gotta bluff, gotta come through tough every time, spitting the rhyme, never gonna go slow, always gotta go pro, every time I gotta give you something from the brain, always, that's it.
Give it up one more time for Mario. All right, now we got a new person coming up here tonight, and we like new people because they're always injecting new stuff, new ideas, and just bringing, fresh faces out. So please give it up for our next poet, Chris Mattoon. Give it up.
This one's called Zombies. For a minute, think on your approach to a zombie apocalypse. First, call your boss, and if he hasn't turned, tell him to go fuck himself, or her. It's not about paychecks and punchlines anymore. Find your weapons, barricade your shelter, bend over and kiss your ass goodbye? Nah, you're a badass mofo. You're gonna have some fun. Slice, crunch, bang! Does it matter as long as you get them first? I can't help but feel sorry for those cannibalistic freaks. I feel empathetic, watching those bodies lunge at me with whatever soul is left inside. Maybe they want my tasty guts, my gooey brains, or my callous skin. But what I see in their pale eyes is desperation. Anything they can do for one last taste of life, one final feeling of humanity. They're the ones that just couldn't stay dead, those stubborn sons of bitches. Well, that's not fair. I'm sure their mothers were not responsible for my need to put a bullet through that guy's head. But there is a lesson to be learned from these undead. If they could get out more than a grunt or a shrieking howl, you might hear them say this before you get your ears bitten off. I just want you to die. I need you to understand what it is to miss the sun on your skin, the air in your lungs, the beat of your heart. I just want you to die. But since I was an asshole in life, so I am in death. So I think I'll just bite your nose off. Now you're a freak like me, bitch.
Give it up for Chris Mattoon. And that's I think that's the first poem we've ever had about the zombie apocalypse. Go figure up here. So the next assignment, Robot Armageddon. There you go. All right, y'all ready for the third poet? Oh, one of our dear favorites, a very popular guy, our own DJ, Mr. Michael Domin'Q'uez.
I thought I had something memorized. I was practicing it just right there. Didn't happen, so I'm gonna do something old. I wish I had that memorized. I don't. You are not just some passerby watching life as it unfolds before you. Try as you may, but you cannot escape the wide sorrows and deep beauties this world has to offer, but never for 1 second think that anyone can own your potential but you. Never let them dangle your self-worth above your head. Pride is not something to be clawed at. It is the product of the things we do, and on occasion, the things we don't. And I've seen how our lives can sometimes feel like a patchwork of unforeseen circumstance and hurried mistakes. The surrounding voices, the ones whose breath we wrap ourselves in at night, may very well be the same ones to point at our scars like they are shipwrecks. But if you hear this, do not bow your head. Do not retreat back into your own skin. Do not let them shroud what you have labored over. You are not tarnished. You are a walking testament decorated with reminders of every time your knees refuse to tremble. Wear yourself like that. Like there is a storm coming and you are the only barrier between high waters and low tides. Yes, the waves of frustration and disappointment may come crashing hard, but you will still be standing. Please, stay still standing. Because we know all too well the weight of struggle, how it can drag our minds into dark places. But there was something brilliant about you. Even when the lights were dimming, when an eclipse had fallen across all our lives, there you were, a radiant beacon. And yes, it may have taken everything you had, but my God, was it amazing. My God, how you shined. So often, we forget that we are more than the stories we tell. We are more than where we came from. A pattern of heartbreak and triumph quilted together. This is our lives. Seamless stitching and frayed edges, we are here. Messy at times we may be, but we are worthy. You are worthy. So do not lay down your arms. Do not turn back after coming so far. There is still so much for you to see. Just keep moving. Keep moving. Never slow down. Thank you.
One more time for Mr. Michael Domin'Q'uez. As we get on with this second round. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Okay, we get to find out who moves on and who will enjoy the rest of the show. But before we do, we have a special guest artist coming to this mic. He tears it up every time he comes up here. He's a crowd favorite. He is known from the very tippy top of California all the way down to the bottom of Tijuana. Yeah. And that's how they react when they see him. Y'all ready for the next poet? Please welcome to this microphone the Batman to my Robin, the peanut butter to my jelly, the laurel to my Hardy, the one, the only, Scurvy.
I usually say Joker to your Batman. I think I fulfill that role a little bit better. All right, for those of you who don't know, apparently there's a war on Christmas. Have you heard of it? Yeah, like you, I don't really believe it exists because it's really just a kind of gimmick to get, cable talk show panelists to argue and sell copy and stuff like that. But in the interest of fun and tomfoolery, I think it's time to strike the first blow in the war on Christmas. So what we're going to do is, and I need your participation in this, I need you to get really fired up, because what we're going to do is, make a propaganda video for the first strike in the war on Christmas. So I need you to get into this like rally style, because we're gonna send this to Megyn Kelly and confirm their suspicions that there is in fact a conspiracy. Yeah. All right, so get into rally mode, right? My brothers and sisters, too long have we let the well-being of the working class of this world slip into disrepair and decay, scrabbling about in the dust for nickels and dimes. Too long have we allowed our system to enrich the well-heeled fat cats that feed off the blood of the workers like ticks and parasites that they are. Too long have we let the aristocratic masters of yesteryear look down their noses at the common folk. From 1,000 years of colonization to the poverty wages every man, woman, and child must endure today. And I'm here today to say this is bullshit. The time has come for the people to rise up, not merely in spirit, but in action, to stand tall, arms locked. In the clarity of daylight, my brothers and sisters, we are strong. Our rage is righteous in thought, word, and deed, burning with the embers of karmic justice. We will block the Beltway and move on DC. We will strike, boycott, and picket. We will storm the palatial estates of the money class that have cost us our jobs, our homes, our dignity. When the justice system has prevailed, failed, we will prevail. The only question that remains is who will be the first to fall. My friends, the devil in red known as Santa Claus. Yeah! I too have heard stories of a benevolent saint who flies through the night with magical reindeer giving toys to young children. I too was once naive, wanting as a child does to receive toys delivered by a magical being. Little did I know at the time the horrible cost of these toys. These toys, the result of sweatshop labor. The result of exploited indigenous people. The result of desperation, sickness, hunger, and fear. These toys were the results of a sociopathic capitalism so insidious to the core that it need be located at the most remote place on earth to hide its ugliness from the eyes of the international community, my friends. Bangladesh, Somalia, the black hole of Calcutta, they pale in comparison to the North Pole, my friends. That's right, a cruel labor camp that has besmirched the pristine wilderness with greed. Santa's workshop. It's the diamond in the crown jewel of a greedy bourgeois labor syndicate operating 24 hours a day, 365 days a year to manufacture toys for the pleasure of first world children, while the elves slave away for nothing more than meager rations of gingerbread and hot chocolate. And what happens when one of these elves steps out of line and says, Santa, I don't want to make toys anymore. I want to be a dentist. And what happened? Banished to the island of misfit toys. A cruel Arctic gulag where all who won't toe the line languish in misery. And the toys? You ever wonder why Santa delivers leading brand names? Mattel, Hasbro, Fisher-Price, the capitalist elite are all in on it. Santa is nothing more than a cruel oligarch for crony capitalism, my friends, holding his buckled boot on the chest of the proletariat elf masses. Oh, and you might partake in this feast of materialism like I did as a child. If you're a good little boy or girl, you may receive its gifts, but at what cost? Your privacy, your liberty, your freedom? Santa is watching you, my friends. He's always watching, always listening, all-knowing when you're asleep and when you're awake. Making lists, checking it twice. Santa's always watching. He's the fucking NSA. The evil red taskmaster ensconces himself in the velvet cloth of finery as he feasts on cookies and breaks into random homes, violating your Fourth Amendment rights. while the poor indigenous elves toil with no day off. Even Ebenezer Scrooge gave Cratchit Christmas off. The time has come for the rise of the proletariat masses, my friends. We will seize the machine of production and throw the dictator's throne from the walls. And on the seventh day of Christmas, my true love gave to me the revolution.
One more time for the poet, Scurvy!
With any luck, we'll make it onto Fox News.